Lamb will go in motion. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now whistles come. We're going to get a timeout. By the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On the check. Ready.
Now Willis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Now Willis to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw, Willis. That's taken in by Watson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing now is Lance. Pass complete to Jalen Toby. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Here's Lance to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crap.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll send Watson in motion right. The shotgun snap to Willis. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Willis looking to throw it. Ooh, with a juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Here's Willis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
McManus now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Willis. Buying time to his left. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, here's Willis. Short throw, he's got Kraft. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Willis looks to pass it here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Willis to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Willis out of the gun. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Willis will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Back now in Mexico City. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Willis to try again after the pick 6. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball.
Yeah.
Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
You think I'm the comeback king?
Back to
Shut up.
Willis.
Comeback king. Shut up. Boy, no.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, 43 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the gun, here's Willis. Being chased out left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Yeah, come on here.
Now Willis.
Bro, this is weird, man.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packer.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They snap it to Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The slot man in motion right. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Allen off the play fake. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 28 yards. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Smith rolling to his right. And it's not
Knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing now is Gino. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Runs through the contact. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from the Superdome. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Stretching the field is Knox. And he's gonna be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Allen working from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. set them up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson going up top and looking for Andrews. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Now Allen on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Allen going to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone as it's first and goal.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. 7-3 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Now an option here, left side. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on third and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't get it. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. Now it's fourth and goal.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet inbounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try. They'll try and look like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will up the lead to 5. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5.
I played somebody before that did that same move. You're not going to win. You think you're the first to pull off that cheesy play over and over? You ain't the first. You ain't going to be the last, chump.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. On first and 10, it's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on first down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. That is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 23.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang six on the defense.
A first down throw for Jackson. Open man is Tylan Wallace. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Jackson now to throw on first down. Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On first and 10, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he will have a first down, and they're in field goal range now at the 30. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one fielded at the 15. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go. Throwing is Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now.
Two plays.
40 with that one.
That's all you know how to do.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Jackson gonna keep this one himself.
Oh, he's dumb as hell.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one.
You dumb as hell. All you know how to do is those two
Here
plays.
comes third down.
So shut them down. You over with.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the
Big
quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop.
Big dumb.
Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On third down, Jackson. Quick
Same
throw,
play.
taken in. That's 2 catchers on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
Let your Wi-Fi go out. Hear that. About it.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. It's the tight end Likely in motion. We're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. The defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 1st down, it's Allen. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gonna send it downfield toward Knox. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Amari. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. He's across midfield. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Marlon Humphrey, the man there, and break that one up. Another try, 2nd and 10. Allen working from the pistol. And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long. One more time going up top with Allen. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's looking deep for Shakir. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A ball deep for the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it's a win here for the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed. And they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.